distant time and faraway place. The planet of New Texas floats deep in space. Sky of three suns, land of precious ore. The Carrium Rush brought outlaws by the score. And one day a lawman appeared with powers of hawk, wolf, puma, and bear. Protector of peace, mystic man from afar. Champion of justice, Marshal Bravestarr. Bravestarr.
Eyes of the hawk, ears of the wolf. Bravestarr.
Bravestarr.
Brains of the bear, feet of the puma.
Bravestarr.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Tony back once again with some more cartoon goodness. You'll have watched the intro to this. You'll know by the thumbnail as well that the cartoon that we are going to be having a look at today within my collection is Bravestarr. As far as sort of Filmation shows went, Bravestarr was always one of my favourites. Everything about the show, the way it was written, the voiceover work, the storylines, the animation style, everything that Filmation did with this show, I absolutely loved. Started in 1987, I think. This ran straight through till 88. 65 episodes all in all, which in Filmation style is quite a short run really for a show. But this would be the last thing that Filmation did. After this was finished, I think Filmation closed their doors in '89. So yeah, this was the last thing you would have ever seen from Filmation, and to be honest, it's one of the better shows that they did. Really weird that within the UK actual physical release we got very, very little. We got a couple of really odd DVD releases of this, where they were low budget, cheap releases. There was 2 episodes to one DVD, to one disc, and I want to say they came out early 2000s. Maybe around 2007, 2008, but you only got 2 episodes, so there was only 6 episodes released over 3 DVDs, and they didn't really follow on. There was no continuation at all. They were just 6 episodes picked at random, and that's all we got in the UK for Bravestarr. We never got anything else, which I don't understand why, because it was a popular show when it ran on BBC, on children's BBC back in the day. I can remember this coming on late 80s. I can remember this running through right to the late 90s. Was an exceptional show. You know what I mean? Obviously the BBC loved it. It got re-shown on a regular basis on afternoon TV. But for some reason, no one in the UK has ever thought to pick this up, which is a shame, really, because I think it deserves more love than what it's actually got over the years. Now, I know in 2007, 2008, something like that, an American company called BCI put a full complete collection of this out. I have never, ever seen that complete collection that BCI did. And apparently that's a digital remaster. The audio was remastered. Everything was done with it. But I've never, ever seen that release. The only thing I've ever seen of this is these particular releases done by Mill Creek. Now, everybody knows what Mill Creek's like. I've other things sat behind me that were Mill Creek releases. And they aren't brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Mill Creek are very good at doing what they're doing at a low budget cost, and for that you can't knock them. But they're never great releases. Normally, a lot of the episodes are crammed onto one disc. It's normally a bit of a shit show with the Mill Creek stuff. Bizarrely, they decided to release these in 3 volumes. Volume 1 with 20 episodes, Volume 2 with 20 episodes. Then what would have been Volume 3, I would imagine, would have had 25 episodes on it. But Volume 3 never got released. So they went from Volume 1, Volume 2, didn't do Volume 3, but ended up doing a complete collection. But everything was released at the same time. So I think these releases were from 2010, maybe 2011. So instead of doing what most companies normally do, where they'll do like this, the Volume 1, then the Volume 2, then the Volume 3, and then leave it a little while and then throw a complete collection out, for some reason Mill Creek did Volume 1, Volume 2, didn't release Volume 3, and then put a complete collection out all at the same time. Bizarre. I don't know why. Again, I can't find that complete collection, which haunts me really, you know what I mean? Because I would love that complete collection. This Volume 1's quite easy to find. Volume 2 isn't that hard to find, but it's more expensive now. The complete collection I've never really come across anywhere. But the problem being with this is there's 20 episodes on here, and this is Volume 1, but it doesn't start at the beginning of the series run. It's just 20 episodes picked from 65, which was fucking ludicrous. But at this point, if you're a Bravestarr fan in the UK, beggars can't be choosers. This is what we've got. This is what you've got to work with. Now, I know that there is a German release, and German releases are normally fine. I've got German releases. Pedax normally do a fantastic job on their releases. I'm not sure who did the German release within Europe, but there is no English on there. It's in German only, which normally those German releases, they'll normally be in German, within German and in English. But for some reason, the German release of Bravestarr within Germany only got a German release. There is no English translation on there, which again is weird in itself. I don't know why they did that, whether it was a cost thing. I'm not 100% sure. So this Mill Creek release with 20 episodes on is the only release of Bravestarr that I've got, which is a dying shame because it is a really, really good show. That artwork you'll tend to find, you'll come across that particular box everywhere if you search for Bravestarr on DVD. That is what will pop up. That's the back, and again it shows you 2 discs, that the 20 episodes are on 2 discs. Again, 10 discs an episode in true Mill Creek style. It's fucking crammed on there. So you're going to have problems with the video quality on there because it's going to be so condensed. It isn't going to be the best you're ever going to see this. If you start looking around on eBay, I think there's like maybe it's a bootleg Blu-ray that's popped up on there. What that's like, I don't know. If any of you guys out there watching this is into Bravestarr and you've got the Blu-ray bootleg, drop us a comment down below. I'd love to know what it's like. I would imagine it's all 65 episodes in standard definition, just spread out over Blu-ray so they could fit more on there. I would imagine that's totally what it is. It's definitely a bootleg. I can't find any official information on that whatsoever. But with this release and all, I would imagine with all the subsequent Mill Creek releases of Bravestarr in true style, the weird discs. Now, normally with these guys, you'll get them stacked. You can get them all kinds, but when they start doing this, I mean, like it's 2 discs in 2 paper packets cardboard sleeves within the Amaray case, and then the Amaray case like that. I mean, shit a brick. It must have cost them a fortune to have that case manufactured. Really, really odd release from Mill Creek. But I can't find the original 2007 release, the complete release that come from BCI. I've never come across a copy of that. Again, the bootleg Blu-ray that seems to be doing the rounds on eBay, I've never come across a copy of that, so I don't know what that's like. So, for me personally, this is it in my collection for Bravestarr. That is it. Volume 1, 20 episodes, in no sort of corresponding order. It's just 20 episodes picked at random. Because I think the very first episode on this is an episode of where 2020 goes missing. I think it's called. Is it called the? I think it's called the Search for 2020. And on this one, instead of the first episode on there is Tunnel of Terror, which I know comes way further down the actual release of episodes. So I don't know what Mill Creek were thinking. I have no idea. I can only imagine that on the complete collection, it's in true order. I would imagine. I'm not 100% sure. But again, if you're going to be looking for this, you know what I mean, heads up, you're going to need a Region 3 player. This is Region 1 locked. A lot of this stuff now you are going to need a Region 3 player for. We got very little within the UK. And it's becoming harder and harder to find this kind of stuff within the UK now, which is a shame. You know what I mean? And this stuff's never going to get put back out again. I'd be very, very surprised if it gets put back out again in any kind of format, whether it's DVD or Blu-ray. I just think companies just aren't bothered about this kind of stuff anymore. It's just never going to be a seller for them. So that's it. That is the one and only edition of Bravestarr that I've got in my collection. And it's a shame because it was a good show. So if you're a fan of Bravestarr, leave some comments down below. If you know about the Blu-ray bootleg that's doing the rounds, that's up on eBay, again, leave me some comments down below. I love chatting about this kind of stuff. I'd love to know a bit more information that you guys have got about any other kind of releases that's in your particular, in your libraries or in your collections. Again, please give us a thumbs up and a like on this video. It helps the old algorithm of YouTube. It helps to get this video out there. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider do so. I talk about stuff like this all times. I live stream about stuff like this all the time. I chat with other like-minded people about this kind of stuff as well as. So you might find something on this channel you like. So please come and give us a subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit the little notification bell at the top. You'll know when I drop any new content, and you'll be the first to know about it. So yeah, take care, guys. I will see you all again soon. Bye bye.